Hi, I'm Douglas Napier, Senior Legal Counsel at the Alliance Defense Fund. Recently, the new administration signed a United Nations declaration which some would describe as merely seeking to decriminalize homosexual behavior. But a closer look at these 13 points shows that it's far more than that. This declaration seeks to advance the homosexual agenda far beyond just decriminalization of behavior, but seeking to establish a new class of rights based on sexual behavior and gender confusion. The new administration promising new changes did bring upon this change. Unfortunately, it's a very unwelcome change. This kind of legislation is often used to punish and even silence Christians. We have seen this in several cases that the Alliance Defense Fund has been involved in around the world. In Sweden, as an example, a pastor preaching in his own church from the book of Romans was brought up on hate crimes, and he was charged and he was sentenced to 6 months in jail before we got involved in the case. Even here in the United States, a Methodist camp association refused to rent out its own private property to two women wanting a same-sex ceremony and was brought before the Civil Rights Commission. They even lost their property tax exemption over this. And a photographer in New Mexico was reported to the Civil Rights Commission for refusing to photograph a civil commitment ceremony of a lesbian couple in New Mexico, even when that law doesn't acknowledge those kinds of relationships, merely because the photographer was exercising her religious beliefs. It is very clear that the homosexual agenda and religious liberties is on a collision course. The good news is, though, that the Alliance Defense Fund, through its allied network of over 1,200 allied attorneys, is fighting these battles and winning. And the Alliance Defense Fund will continue to stand up for people who want to exercise their faith, to defend religious liberties here in the United States and abroad. And we will win these battles by God's grace. On behalf of the Alliance Defense Fund, I'm Doug Napier.